organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, the economy continues to have a negative effect on local residents. We'll tell you how many more students from the Iowa City School District are living in poverty.
I'll tell you why this little pill is causing even more controversy.
And in sports, a special guest is on set to receive our Daily Iowan TV Sports Athlete of the Year award.
That's all coming your way next. Daily Iowan TV starts now.
I'm Tom Brokaw. For more than 100 years now, the University of Iowa community has been waking up to the Daily Iowan. Today, it's the largest newsroom in eastern Iowa. And now you can see the news every night on Daily Iowan TV and get it anytime worldwide at dailyiowan.com.
Thanks for tuning in to your Tuesday edition of Daily Iowan TV. I'm Allie Wright.
And I'm Marissa Mahalik.
More than 4,000 students in the Iowa City School District are living in poverty. According to a report from the school district, the number of students who are qualifying for free or reduced price lunches has increased by about 4% from last year. The number of students enrolled in the district has also increased. Tate High School in Iowa City has the highest rate. Slightly more than 76% of Tate's 146 students live in poverty.
Pro-choice or pro-life, this never-ending battle has heated up again with the possibility of birth control becoming over-the-counter medication. Daily Iowan TV's Christina Targos has a story.
Over-the-counter? Easier to get. That's the idea of making birth control pills an over-the-counter medication. In 2008, 10.7 million women were using this little pill, and now the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecology is pushing for these to be available over-the-counter. They released a quote saying, "A potential way to improve contraceptive access and use, and possibly decrease unintended pregnancy rates, is to allow over-the-counter access to oral contraceptives," end quote. And while some may think this is a good idea, others do not. Linda Kroon, director of the UI Women's Resource and Action Center, recently told the Daily Iowan, "In general, I am in favor of making options for birth control more available. If this would help that, I'd be in favor." But not everyone is in favor of the over-the-counter birth control. Maggie DeWitte, the director of Iowans for Life, feels very strongly that birth control should not be available over-the-counter.
I don't think it makes a lot of sense for us to be marketing our young women in this way. These are not aspirins. These are powerful hormones.
Regardless of side, many women don't know the dangers birth control can have. Although it is rare, some side effects can be high blood pressure, blood clots, heart attacks, or strokes, according to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Currently, women must have a physical checkup to get the prescription and keep it renewed. But if birth control pills were to become an over-the-counter medication, that would not be needed, and it would decrease the amount of doctor visits. The doctor would not be there to choose the best type of oral contraceptive for each patient, and if something were to happen while a woman was taking the oral contraceptive, there would be no medical screening prior to the use of the medication to use as a comparison. So if the birth control pill does become an over-the-counter medication, it may be easier to get, but it will not be any safer to take. Christina Targos, Daily Iowan TV.
The American College of Obstetricians and Gynecology is working towards over-the-counter oral contraceptives, but is unclear when this will happen.
Everyone has a different way to cope with stress, and health experts say stress can take a physical and mental toll on students. Since University of Iowa students are in the midst of finals week, some say they have a certain way to deal with the pressure.
Like mental breaks, I couldn't sit down for 2 hours and study, just reading, playing, 100%. I gotta study for 20 minutes, maybe spin around in my chair a little bit, maybe just look around, just making sure that I'm occupying myself other than just finals, class, grades, everything.
You take it with a grain of salt, and usually you just have to accept what you get and try the best you can. So just don't think about it too much.
The owner of the Inn Zone in downtown Iowa City says he has seen an increase in cigarette sales during this week. Finals week ends on Friday.
An Iowa City man was charged with carrying a firearm and possessing marijuana Tuesday. Police stopped 19-year-old Shatani Buck for an equipment violation, but smelled a strong odor of marijuana. After searching the vehicle, police found a marijuana blunt in the center cup holder of Buck's vehicle. Police also found a loaded pistol underneath Buck's seat. Buck admitted that the weapon was his. Still to come on Daily Iowan TV, we'll tell you about a new way to contact authorities in case of an emergency.
And in sports, find out who made the cut to take home Daily Iowan TV Sports Male and Female Athlete of the Year awards. That's coming up in just a bit, but now let's check in with Daily Iowan TV's Whitney Blakemore for your local weather forecast. Whitney, can we expect any snow this week?
Thanks, Allie. And yes, we will be seeing some snow in the beginning of next week. Now, if you have one of those dreadful morning finals tomorrow, make sure you bundle up, as the temp will only be at about 29 degrees. But as the day goes on, the temp will rise to the mid-40s, and the sun will be coming out. Don't get too excited though, because the temp will drop right back down to the 20s to end the day. Now, taking a look into our extended forecast, on Thursday and Friday we will continue to see the same weather as tomorrow, but pay special attention to Saturday, as there will be a 50% chance of some rain heading our way. The temp will continue to drop on Sunday and Monday to about 36, to lead into Tuesday having a 30% chance of snow. That's all the weather I have for tonight. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Whitney. And how would you like to be able to send a text message to send for help in case of an emergency? Well, that may soon become a reality. Officials from Verizon Wireless say their goal is to implement a plan to have a 911 text option by May 15, 2014. A spokesperson from T-Mobile says the company will also begin service on that same day.
A balloon launched in Iowa that was meant to capture images from the sky took a wrong turn this week. Instead of returning to the ground near Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the balloon ended up in a tree in Michigan. 37-year-old Milwaukee resident John Flake launched the balloon earlier this month from Kalmar in northeastern Iowa. The balloon had a video camera and still frame cameras attached to it, which Flake was able to recover. The photos are now posted online.
And now let's take a look at what's happening around the world. Michigan Governor Rick Snyder signed a right-to-work legislation into law Tuesday evening. The Michigan legislature gave their final approval for right-to-work plan on Tuesday despite opposition from Democrats and state residents. This plan will limit the power of union workers. Republican Governor Snyder signed two bills, one dealing with the private sector workers and the other dealing with government employees.
And the debate over gay marriage is now continuing overseas. The British government announced Tuesday it will introduce a bill to legalize gay marriage next year. The bill would ban the Church of England from conducting same-sex marriages, but would allow other churches to perform them if they wish. And lawmakers in Uruguay also helped to vote Tuesday to create a law which would allow marriage for both hetero and homosexual couples.
And the United States Air Force launched a rocket into space Tuesday morning as a part of a top-secret mission. Military officials are staying quiet on the reason behind the flight, but some experts are speculating it could be a test run for future satellites. This is the second flight for this rocket. The first was in 2010 when it circled the Earth for 7 months. And we have a special show for you tonight in sports with the Daily Iowan TV sports staff naming their Athletes of the Year. In fact, one of their recipients is in the studio to accept his award. So let's waste no time and throw it over to Annie Constable, who is standing by in the Daily Iowan TV sports studio. Annie?
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Daily Iowan TV sports studio. The votes are in, and we have our Daily Iowan TV sports athletes of the semester. Our sports staff has spoken after much debate and deliberation, so without further ado, let's announce our winners. Field hockey All-Americans Jessica Barnett and Kathleen McGraw take home this year's Female Athlete of the Semester award after guiding the Hawks through a tough Big Ten schedule to help lift the program to yet another NCAA tournament appearance. The senior duo also received first-team All-Big Ten selections, with Barnett earning her second straight All-American honor after scoring 10 goals and recording 4 assists in 2012. McGraw played every minute in the goal this year for the Black and Gold, posting 5 shutouts during the 2012 campaign. Our Male Athlete of the Year? Well, he's right here on set with us. We're pleased to welcome in former Iowa defensive back Micah Hyde. And Micah, obviously this isn't the only award you've received as of late. Can you talk about what it meant to you to be named to the first team All Big Ten and also to be named Big Ten's Defensive Back of the Year?
Well, first off, it was a great honor. I got a call early, like last Tuesday morning, and they let me know. And I was in shock just with the great talent that's in this league, with the DBs. And, obviously the coaches in the conference had, a lot of respect for me. So, it was a great honor, and, thank you for everybody that voted for me.
And obviously you have a lot to be proud of, but the way this season came to an end wasn't what you guys wanted. You finished your freshman season with an Orange Bowl win and then ended this season without a bowl. Can you talk about what that felt like for you guys?
I think as a freshman, winning the Orange Bowl, I think we definitely got a little spoiled. Maybe we thought we, kind of accomplished something. But, after going through our senior season, what we went through, it's obviously disappointing. Any year you want to go to a bowl game and try to get that, next game, that late game in. But, it's tough. And I just know that the young guys are going to be that much more hungry for next season to come, and the junior class will do well next year as seniors.
Can you talk about what you've told those guys now coming into their senior season and the guys even younger than that, what you've left them with?
Oh, just stay hungry. And they know what to do. Our juniors this year, a lot of them are playing. They've been playing since their true freshman year. So, they know what to do, and it's not anything I can say to them for them to change their mind on what they got to do for their senior season, because it's their last go around. They'll be ready to go.
And can you talk about what's next for you? The season's over. What comes next for Micah Hyde on the gridiron?
I guess I really don't know. I guess I can't really answer that question. Obviously I want to make it to the next level, and I'm going to prepare, for that. But I'm still going to be here finishing school for the spring semester when I graduate in May. So, obviously the number one thing is to get my degree, and then from there on, if I get drafted, so like that'll be the best thing for me.
And how are you preparing for that? What are the challenges you're faced with right now in your career?
Well, right now, I guess it's exam week, and I'm over here studying, trying to work out and get some lifts in. So that's the difficult thing right now, because obviously you want to prepare a lot of time and study, but you want to get some good workouts in before Christmas comes and you take a break and stuff like that. So that's the hardest thing for me right now.
All right, and finally, can you talk about your career here as a Hawkeye, 4 years? Are you pleased that you laid your groundwork for success with this Hawkeye football program?
I definitely felt I could have played a lot better. I think anybody will say that after playing a career in 4 years at a program. But I tried my hardest. I love the Hawk fans, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today in studio, Micah, and congratulations for winning all the awards in 2012. The semester may be winding down, but we still have a lot more to get to by the end of this week, so be sure to stay tuned tomorrow. Same place, same time. That's all for us here in the sports studio. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Annie. And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a sneak peek into Wednesday's pages of the Daily Iowan. Read about what experts think of the outlook for same-sex marriage in America.
And find out about some officials' efforts to save parts of Old Hancher Auditorium. That's your latest edition of Daily Iowan TV.
Make sure to check us out tomorrow or anytime online at dailyiowan.com. Thanks for watching and have a great night.